thing, and you know, the cameraman's still looking for Wayne Gentry. They hadn't got him to slow down long enough to catch him yet, but he's around here somewhere.
Well, Senior Day, we'll take a look at that Senior Day festivities as we go along here in the second half, but thank our crew so much. You guys are fantastic. Man, we are fortunate to work with you guys. You make us look decent. It's the best you can do. Underneath Muhammad. Destroy their first possession. Eugene cannot hit that three as Savion Gallion in transition gets the first bucket of the second half.
You know, that's the way to get back in the ball game, get a stop, get a bucket. That's what they've got to do a few more times over the course of this last 20 minutes.
Valdez only 2 in the first half, coming off his big 16-point game at Arkansas State. Of course, Troy still playing without Jackson Fields. That three's off the mark from Dowd. Troy starting 3 freshmen.
Yeah, that rebound kind of surprised Bolden there.
Tyree LaCour with those 3 fouls starting the second half. Nagopo, that hook off the mark.
Well, you know, that's his shot. That's the one he looks for, and just come up a little short that time.
Miles Rigsby knocks down the 3 top of the key. And Miles continues to play very good basketball. He's got 12.
Well, you know, he's hit a lot of free throws.
It's not a good shot that time.
Yep, Bolden.
But he gets it back. He wrestles it back away.
He just goes and took it away.
The shot clock went to 20, not 16. So they're going to put the shot clock at 20 with a change of possession.
Yeah, they got that straightened out, and the LaCour is trying to take it and does get it off. And his rebound.
Some tough rebounding. Here comes Troy, 2-on-1. Alley-oop for the finish by Rigsby.
That was a good pass and a good finish. They looked up floor and saw it and just got it out and went with it.
Miles Rigsby now with 14 assists to Eugene.
You know, that kind of gives them a little energy too.
Bolden wanting a foul. He's called for the traveling violation. Salinas ballooned down to 19.
Well, you know, when they go in, they're going to get bumped. You just don't have to kind of keep your feet. And if they're not reaching for the ball, they're probably going to let it go.
Muhammad running the point right now. We saw Connerway on the floor a lot during that first half. Valdez, tell you what, he had Dowd, but they just were not on the same page there.
Dowd was wide open, but I think he was looking for the shot. He was going for rebounding position, and he had the pass. He was wide open. Yeah, he started getting the shot. He was going to try to rebound the shot. So they're still,
press.
Yeah, they're still going to keep it away from LaCour as much as possible. Make someone else handle the ball.
Muhammad has that assignment.
You know, of course, Wilson, they've got it away from him a couple of times, so they'll keep on after it.
Wilson draws the foul. Will he get the continuation? Yes, he will. Wow. So, continuation there for Wilson. He gets it. And we'll head to the free throw line.
That was Rigby's 3rd foul.
Sophomore from Baton Rouge. Completes that 3-point play. 5 points now for Jacob Wilson.
You know, Coach Richard really liked Wilson. You know, at 6'6", he's as a ball handler, could put him at the point or two. Man, they did a great job of cutting. Nobody helped on that screen. That was just a back pick, and nobody helped out. And then Dowd just gets an easy layup.
Now it averages 6. He has 7. As LaCour kicks out for Gallion. Gallion brings that to long 2. His shot's been on today. He's got a dozen, 6 of 8 from the floor.
Right, he stayed under control, and that's the kind of shots he can get. And he is a great shooter when he gets that kind of shot.
Valdez against Metz.
You know, that's one thing. You know, LaCour, he can create. Earlier in the year, I think he was taking it in and trying to finish it himself, but he's been giving it up and helping his teammates.
Nice 15-footer that time, and then he and Nagopo got their feet tangled up.
Yeah, they did. Both of them went down.
Trading buckets right now. LaCour will trigger the three, and he knocks that one down. His cheering section like that one.
He did. You know, he's got a good crowd here to watch him play his last game.
New Orleans native.
You know, he's 2 for 3 from the field, but he hadn't made a inside the three-point line.
Spud Eugene's played one heck of a ball game so far. Player of the Year candidate. Here's a steal by LaCour. LaCour draws the foul. Will head to the free throw line. And we come back from the media timeout. So Troy, they sent the lead to 19. It's back to 15.
Well, and you know, a chance to cut it even further now. They just got to continue on, come up with that steal, and finish on the other end.
Welcome to Pensacola, Florida. Basketball at the beach in the Sun Belt Basketball Championship Tournament. 7 days of hoops and
a championship and a berth in the NCAA tournament are on the line.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp and refreshing? It starts with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Crisp, cold, Bud Light, brewed for great times.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At St. Francis Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
If you or a loved one have been the victim of medical negligence or a drug injury, we can help. Do what thousands of satisfied clients have done. Call Jeff Guerrero, the injury attorney, and go Guerrero.
Johnny's Pizza House is bringing the bayou straight to your plate. Sweep the Swamp is back, and we've captured the very essence of Louisiana in every single slice. It's where tradition meets taste, and where every slice is a celebration. Roll up your sleeves with Johnny's Pizza House.
Final Saturday slate of games here in the Sun Belt Conference. Next week, every game will be either on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday. All the games next week as they get set for conference tournament time in Pensacola, Florida.
And you know, they're all battling for position, whether they got to play the first night or not, or get a bye the first round. And some of them for a double bye.
LaCour at the free throw line. He's in double figures now with 10. Started out his career in South Alabama, then UAB. Played behind Jelly Walker there at UAB, then transferred here to ULM.
And you know, LaCour has hit a couple of threes, and the rest of it's been free throws. He hadn't got a 2 yet. ULM goes back to his zone right now.
Free throw line now. Muhammad on that dribble drive. Dangerous pass, and Metz touched it last. 10 on the shot clock here.
Yeah, Nick he's got to cut that off, cut that pass off. He did knock it out of bounds, but you know, that pass should have been right to him.
ULM's been able to get in the passing lanes. Eugene somehow got lost in the mix, counted in the foul for Spud.
Just got behind him and looked like Gallion just lost him or didn't realize he was back there, one of the two. Yeah, Gallion stepped in to cut off the cut to the basket by Dowd.
16 points now for Eugene. This is his first trip to the free throw line, though. 83%. Team still shooting it well from the line. ULM 87% and Troy 83%.
Again, they're just making it difficult for LaCour to do anything with it.
Connerway's back in, so he'll be LaCour's shadow now as they switch.
Yeah, Nick was trying to get it down around the bucket, but then he got help.
And then Connerway commits the foul. Wasn't a good matchup. That's his second foul.
Yeah, Connerway got some help from Valdez. You see Nick was trying to get it to the basket.
The freshman down on him, and tell you what, that jumper the last 8 games has been money.
Yeah, just a little fadeaway jumper, and then hell, that's one of the more difficult shots it looks like that he takes, and then yes, that's the one that goes for him.
And maybe, if not the best, one of the best players in the conference over the stretch, shooting over 50%, averaging 17 per game in the last 8. And right there, tell you what, Connerway got by everybody.
Well, he got by LaCour and nobody helped him. You know, the other guys, I think all of them was afraid he was going to kick it off to their man. But if everybody helps, that doesn't happen. But if nobody helps, then that's what's going to happen every time.
There's a big 3 from the corner by Jacob Wilson. He drains that 3. Only his 10th made 3 of the season. Cuts the lead back to a baker's dozen.
You know, that's what ULM just got to do, and I think this zone is just trying to change the pace of the game a little bit. Coach Richard just wants to give them a different look. They got to keep it from in there.
Troy's been successful attacking this zone so far. As Savion Gallion commits his second foul.
You know, the last time under the basket, they just kind of slid in behind him over there and got an easy layup.
With Scott Cross. Open 3 for Eugene. That time he couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, they've ran an inbounds play for that shot for him too.
LaCour cut off.
Yeah, see, they do a good job with the help defense.
Metz, he's feeling it right now. That one went in, comes right back out. You're right. Connerway.
You know, the crowd was ready to get into that one.
Connerway finds one of his teammates, but the teammate that's sitting on the bench.
Yeah, it looked like somebody got a hand on it. I don't know if they knocked it off of him.
Troy's had a couple of times I thought they were going to put this game away, but ULM just has not allowed them to do that, and that's why they're still in it.
Well, you know, they've been able to come up with a stop, and then Nicholas gets this one to go and stay.
So Metz with that 3. Now it's a 10-point game, and Coach Cross wants a timeout. And he is not a happy guy with his team right now. Down 19, ULM's cut the lead back to 10.
Well, he's going to talk about the offense. You know, they're not moving. They're standing against that zone, which was a great call by Coach Richard. And he's going to have them to get more intense on defense. And that's a good timeout for them. He don't want ULM to get too much momentum going right here.
Timeout on the floor here in Monroe. Troy leads it by 10.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
If you or a loved one have been the victim of medical negligence or a drug injury, we can help. Do what thousands of satisfied clients have done. Call Jeff Guerrero, the injury attorney, and go Guerrero.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At St. Francis Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
Scott Cross, he's not quite as angry as he was at his team before the timeout, but I'm sure a message was delivered during that timeout.
Yeah, he had some things to talk about him. You know, you spend all this time building up this lead, and you really played hard, and all of a sudden you go and just take a break. Now, I'm not saying they took a break, but I'm sure that's what he told them they were doing. But he's also talking about how they're going to talk about the zone defense. So Coach Richard comes back now after they spend all this time out talking about the zone. They go to a man-to-man, and LaCour comes up with a steal.
You show that basketball to LaCour, he's going to make you pay, and then he draws the foul from Connerway.
Yeah, Connerway just held the ball, and LaCour reached out there and got a hand on it, knocked out of his hand, so Connerway just shoved him when he started to dribble by him, and then he's on his way to the bench.
As Muhammad will check in for him. Chance to make this a single-digit game. Ooh, it's a dangerous catch near midcourt like that. Jacob Wilson, who had a big three earlier, was isolated here. Now underneath, Nagopo got his own miss and a whistle and a foul. Gonna go against Troy. Coach Richard, he's a vet. He knows how to work these officials as well.
Well, he's there on top of it. He's on his guys and on them too. He wants them both to be at their best game.
Metz fades. He was guarded well, and he's called for a travel.
Yeah, they said his foot come down before he got rid of it.
Approaching the 12-minute mark here in this ball game. Troy is led by as many as 19. Won by 28 last Saturday in the state of Alabama.
You know, every team is going to have a run. It's just whether you survive it. You know, they both stayed with the same one. That's, again, Troy made you make a decision.
Jones, big offensive rebound. But this time ULM comes away with it. Ahead to Gopo. In transition, waits for some help. LaCour almost triggered that deep three.
Yeah, he looked at it.
Instead of letting it fly, drives to the rim, and it's an 8-point game.
That's his first two. You know, we talked about it earlier, so he takes it in there and protects the ball with that offhand and finishes it with his left hand.
He and Metzarishvili have 13 apiece. Sang back on the floor, and now Muhammad. Troy's been quiet. Dangerous pass to Sang. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, they're trying to get to that basket.
Sang, he's got to get it off. I don't know that he did. The horn didn't go off, it didn't seem like.
There was no horn and no light. It was a 0. I don't know what happened. You know, I don't know if the problems they had over there with that camera earlier affected the wire and it goes to the light.
Let's see. You see 1-0. It's still in its hand. Light didn't go off at all. And an offensive rebound by Jones.
Yeah, if the light and the horn are working, it would have gone off. Even though he was out of his hand, it would have still gone off.
We'll come back. Free throws for Troy right after this.
Welcome to Pensacola, Florida. Basketball at the beach in the Sun Belt Basketball Championship Tournament. 7 days of hoops and
a championship and a berth in the NCAA tournament are on the line.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp, then refreshing? It starts with 4 essential ingredients. barley, rice, water, and hops. Crisp, cold, Bud Light, brewed for great times.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At St. Francis Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
If you or a loved one have been the victim of medical negligence or drug injury, we can help. Do what thousands of satisfied clients have done. Call Jeff Guerrero, the injury attorney, and go Guerrero.
Johnny's Pizza House is bringing the Bayou straight to your plate. Sweep the Swamp is back, and we've captured the very essence of Louisiana in every single slice. It's where tradition meets taste, and where every slice is a celebration. Roll up your sleeves with Johnny's Pizza House.
Back here in Monroe, out of the timeout, Troy leads it by 8. And some free throws coming up. Kind of an odd play before that. It was an offensive rebound. So I think the shot clock might have gone off. Nobody looked at it during the timeout. As a free throw goes for Rendarius Jones. That stops an 8-0 run.
It does, over 3 minutes. But, we could see the zero, and sometimes there's a break between them, but the light never came on, and there was never a horn. So we just wonder if some of those collisions down there might have affected something. So they're going to trap him in the corner if he's not careful.
Wide open three for LaCour, off the mark.
Yes, sometimes he's just too open.
Well, LaCour took a chance there to try and get that steal, and unfortunately was a little bit late. And that's his fourth. Yeah, that's his fourth. He's always going after the steal. He's always after the ball. But when you get 3, you got to play a little bit different. He's got 5 steals.
He almost got it. He almost got it. He got a hand on it, but he got more than the ball.
Chris Harris and Mike Vining with you from Fant Ewing Coliseum here in Monroe, our great ESPN Plus production crew. Sang it with that 2-man game down there with Jones, and now all knocked away and stolen.
They come up with that when he tried to throw it across that baseline, and Wilson was able to come up with it.
LaCour still on the floor with those 4 fouls. Jacob Wilson's provided some good minutes off the bench for Coach Richard. Sang battling with Metz, and Sang the hustle causes the turnover. Rigsby will head to the free throw line, fouled on the way up by Diju.
Yeah, he just came in and got up in the air, and Diju just went up with him. Diju would have had to stay on the floor to take that one.
I'm really impressed with the freshman Miles Rigsby. And the numbers speak for themselves, but as a freshman, he has really come on here in conference play.
He has stepped up big here tonight, or this afternoon. Again, he's averaging over 11 rebounds and over 11 points and 4 rebounds, and then yet he's just sitting up here drilling these free throws, and he's causing those fouls with his offense.
Sinks both free throws, double figures now in 10 straight games. 4 times over 20, maybe 5 before this one's all said and done. Wilson, now Gallion. Troy defense has been a little bit lax here in the second half.
Yeah, they're cutting off that dribble penetration except then, but they wasn't able to finish it, and then Nick was able to clean it up.
Johnny on the spot there. Nika Metsarishvili, he's up to 15 points now. Lead back to 9. Second chance bucket.
This is what the ULM was wanting to do the whole time. Just keep it in single figures, and then all of a sudden, they get hot. Boy, that was a great move right there.
LaCour comes away with the rebound here, playing with those 4 fouls. He's got to be careful. Has a lane to the bucket. Now kicks out. Wilson 3, no. Matt Skies for the rebound. What a rebound that was, but it's Rigsby who comes away with it.
Yeah, look like he lost control of that and then ran over somebody. He just lost control of the ball.
Savion Gallion, he had the spot, there's no doubt about that, but he just lost the handle.
Yeah, that's his 4th. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's got 4 also, so.
He's having a big day, 16 points, 9 of 10 at the free throw line.
Yeah, he and LaCour both, they're mainstays for their teams.
Rigsby will sit with 4 fouls. And so does LaCour. Matt's tough shot for the big man from the Republic of Georgia. And the lead is 7, closest it's been since the first half.
Yeah, it's been a while, and Nick is just staying under control and not trying to overdo things and then pulling up and taking the shot they give him.
I feel like Troy is going to run ULM away again, but this Warhawk team has battled back. Eugene gets a screen that time. And a hard hammer from Jones, the kid from right down the road.
He just got in behind the defense and somebody just lost him, and he finished strong.
Carroll High School. We saw the Carroll High School band play for ULM earlier in a game this year.
Yeah, Nick was trying to make a move, but they're going to come catch him. They're not going to let him have that one-on-one.
Contested 3 off, but another offensive rebound. ULM, one of the best in the country on the glass on the offensive end. And Gallion is fouled, and he'll head to the line when we come back from the under 8-minute media timeout. But the grit and the effort keeping ULM in this ball.
Well, Gallion was trying to get loose to get that one to the basket. They just did a good job of cutting him off, and then he finally gets past his man. He was looking at a 3.
Big man from Carroll, though, bring it down the house.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
If you or a loved one have been the victim of medical negligence or a drug injury, we can help. Do what thousands of satisfied clients have done. Call Jeff Guerrero, the injury attorney, and go Guerrero.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At St. Francis Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
College hoops on this Saturday from Monroe, Louisiana. Alongside Mike Kleining, I'm Chris Harris. It's a 9-point lead for Troy. Savion Gallion at the free throw line shooting 2. 7:17 to go. ULM trailed by as many as 19 in the second half, but they've cut it to 7.
There's a lot of time left, you know, for both teams. You know, ULM has a chance to cut it down right here and do by one. And then, because both teams going to have the ball a lot of times, so it's an opportunity to see how both teams finishes strong.
Senior from Washington, D.C. having a great game on senior day. 6'4" senior from D.C. knocks down both of those free throws. And he's got 14 for the ball game.
Yeah, he's 6 for 9 from the field. So
Here's Valdez up and under. Up top, Eugene.
Yeah, they're swinging. Yes, he tried to come up with a steal, reaching for the dribble.
A.D. Diju called for his third foul.
Yeah, when
3 fouls.
Yeah, when he started to dribble by, he made a reach for it.
16 fouls, so they'll be shooting on the next foul. Corner 3 on the way. In and out, then back in for Thomas Dowd.
They're still looking for the 3. I mean, they swing it and swing it, and they may miss a couple, but then they're going to come right back to it because that's what's got them here.
Trojan shot 52% against ULM last week. They're shooting 52% so far today. Just lead by 10, though. Get a lot more resistance from ULM this Saturday. Gallion, he's heating up. He's got 19.
But he's feeling it, but he went to that spot, and ULM found him and got him over there. They kept trying to penetrate and sucking that defense inside to the lane and then kicked it out to him.
Again, Dowd trying to answer, and he does. Back to a 10-point game. And Scott Cross going to call a timeout, a 30-second timeout with 6 minutes to play.
Well, Dowd just drills it. I mean, he gets spotted up, and the same thing that we talk about ULM. He gets it. He's 3 for 7, but he's feeling it.
I said Gallion was at 19. That was put him at 17 points. But here's the back and forth, the threes from Dowd and now Savion Gallion.
Yeah, and then there's that other one from Dowd. He just, I said he's got 3. That's 2 of them right there. He's 5 for 9 from the field.
Dowd on the season, 35% from downtown. Averaging just 6 points, but 6 rebounds per game. At a Dothan High School in Dothan, Alabama. It's a good part of the country.
Well, he's feeling good about it right now. Like you said, he's got 13. And we got 6 minutes left in this game. That's a tough place to get the ball in that corner.
They're chasing LaCour. It's never a good thing to do.
No, he had 3 of them. But he was ahead of everybody except Gallion.
Well, still in this ball game here. Especially the way they can shoot the 3 and get hot. Metz had it knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with ULM. 8 on the shot clock here.
Well, somehow or other, they get a lot of hand on Nika's the ball when he's taking it to the basket.
LaCour gets by Muhammad with an up and under. No, got his own miss though. And LaCour filling up that stat column again. 15 for him.
Yeah, if you can't make the first one, just shoot it again.
try again.
That's right.
8-point lead here. Dowd, he's hit his last 2.
Yeah, they'll be ready for him. Of course, he's got Debut out there on him.
Eugene somehow found him in the corner. Dowd way short on that one. And ULM's going to get it back down by 8 with 5:03 to go.
Yeah, this is what they've been looking for, you know, just a chance to cut into that lead every time, get a stop and then go get a score.
Right now, Wilson and LaCour, primary ball handlers. Metz finds Diju, powers his way in, draws a foul from the freshman Valdez. And Diju will head to the free throw line.
He was going to the goal, wasn't he?
Victor Valdez, his 3rd foul, 18 foul. So Valdez commits his third. And Diju to the charity stripe here. Where on the season he is 33%. 11 for 33.
You know, if Valdez hadn't reached on that, he might have got a charge out of it, but when he reached it, kind of erased all of that.
6'11", 250-pound junior. Checking out Marcus Rigsby for Scott Cross's team. One more for the native of Senegal.
You know, Deju come off of an injury year also, so he had to recover and spend some time getting back in it. You know, he hadn't scored a lot, but he's really, really tough on the defensive end. That's what Coach Richard likes about him, just defending under the basket.
Connerway back in, fresh legs, but he misses that one. I think he wanted a foul call, didn't get it. ULM a chance to cut deeper into this lead. As we near the 4-minute mark in this ball game, LaCour bump. Ian Eugene going at it. Metz from the corner. No good. Gallion fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. 1-1 coming up.
Yeah, he gets shoved on the back, on the way down.
3 from Metz. Just rattled out. And then Gallion, who's played one heck of a ball game this afternoon. 2 for 2 at the line, 17 points on 7 of 10 shooting.
Yeah, that's Valdez's fourth foul also. This is the closest it's been in a while.
6-point ball game. Back into the game is Jones. We're still playing without Jackson Fields, a 6'8", 210-pound sophomore. Big man who averages 7 and 4, but both those go down, and it's a 5-point ball game here in Fant Ewing Coliseum.
Somehow that crawled in. You know, this game is kind of just like the ULM season. You know, they started off not very good, and it just slowly got better as it went on. That's kind of the way this game's going.
Connerway nearly threw it away.
Yeah.
Boy, does. That was just a hot mess from the beginning.
Yeah, ULM put a lot of pressure on him and act like they were surprised with it. They weren't expecting it, and I don't know why. You know, Coach Cross is going to talk to him about it. You know that. He's fired up.
ULM bench fired up as well. Don't go anywhere. Final 3:56 from Monroe right after this.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp and refreshing? Starts with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Bud Light, brewed for great times.
If you or a loved one have been the victim of medical negligence or a drug injury, we can help. Do what thousands of satisfied clients have done. Call Jeff Guerrero, the injury attorney, and go Guerrero.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
It's bow time. Yep, bow time. Around here, that means it's your bold and golden ticket to a certified Southern meal time. It's swing on by and grab it on the way home time. It's a scratch-made food baby for the whole family time. It's feast like nobody's cooking time. It's come on in, the iced tea's fine time. It's when you know time. It's bow time. Download the app and order ahead.
Back here inside Fant Ewing Coliseum, Sunbelt Conference standings, you see ULM in a 3-way tie with South Alabama and Georgia Southern. That 9th place spot, trying to stay out of that bottom 4. Troy at 11 and 4. ULM winners of 7 of their last 10. That's where we sit, Coach.
Yeah, before Thursday night, Wednesday at practice, Coach Richard told me they felt like they had to win 2 of these final 4 games to not be in there. And you know, the way it looks right there, they may have to win more than that. Nika just handling the ball more than he should have, and then, of course, LaCour going after it, and his foot hits it.
Good hustle.
That's what they say. You know, when they turn their back, just go trap them, double team, and it looked like he got surprised, and he was dribbling it with his right hand. You've got to keep the ball away from him. But he was just trying to get out of that trap the best way he thought he could.
See Valdez, he's back with those 4 fouls. Muhammad almost traveled with it.
Yeah, LaCour's got to watch it. He's got 4 too, and so he was over there on Muhammad going to the basket. There's out again.
Again short. Got his own miss though. Trying to find somebody to pass it to.
In
the corner.
Yeah.
Another offensive rebound. Valdez nearly had it knocked away by LaCour.
Yeah, Deju's out there defending that shot, and so he's not under the basket to rebound. That's what was killing him right there. He was out defending both of Joe's shots from one side to the other. He shifted his feet then.
Oh, wow.
He did travel. Well, they called a foul, but he traveled.
And Gallion. Oh, they got DJ.
That was away from the ball. I didn't see it either. I didn't know it. There it is. Oh, he reached at him, yeah. I watched him shuffle his feet before that.
1-1 now for Spud Eugene. At the line this year, an 83% free throw shooter.
You know, that would have been a big stop if ULM would have been able to come up with that one. Of course, every one of them's big now, but every one just builds and adds a little more pressure.
2 for 2 now at the line is Eugene. Diju, he's played 10 minutes, 4 fouls.
You know, they haven't made a field goal. They're 0 for 4, and ULM hadn't had one in 2.5 minutes.
Both go down for Spud Eugene, who now has 19 points. Tie with Savion Gallion for a game high.
You know, he's going to get on that half-court line. Well, LaCour just gets right out there close to that line. You know, they spend an awful lot of time out there dribbling, and there he was again, handling the ball too high, and they're going to get a hand on it. Nick just got to keep his body between the band and the ball.
Eugene, well, the season has 30 steals. He's been active today.
Well, let you get a hand on that ball.
Metz loves that shot. Big rebound there from Rigsby.
Wow, he just went and got that one. Nobody gonna get that one but Rigsby.
He's a talented freshman, 6'6" freshman from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, you know, now they're just gonna try to get that below 2, and then they've got to be big for them. They should come up with another score.
Eugene draws another foul. This time it is Savion Gallion. What a game he has played. 19 points, 4 rebounds for Savion.
It looked like he tripped for a second or slid, and then kind of got his balance and then just exploded to the basket.
Bolden will check into the ball game for Makai Willis. Eugene preseason first team all Sun Belt selection. Double figures now in 24 of his 29 games played. Makes the front end.
Well, he's drilling those free throws.
Eugene now with 20 points, so he's over 20 points.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 5 for 5.
It's the 8th time he's been over 20, 11th time in his career.
Yeah,
lead back to 9.
Yeah, Coach Richard got Bolden in there. I think that maybe because he does such a good job of rebounding, maybe to help him get some more boards.
Wilson, what a bad look that time, but just a little bit short.
Yep, just drifted and a little short. You know, that makes it tough now. You know, they're going to just spread it out and run the clock and wait to get fouled. And if LaCour is the one that fouls, he's out of the game. They're going to try to keep it out here with Sang.
Running that clock down here, 1:30 to go. Still a little bit too early to foul. Underneath, somehow wide open was Jones.
Yep.
They drained the shot clock and get an easy bucket.
Yep, something when he just drifted away from the screen and then got the layup. Somebody didn't go with him.
So lead back to 11. Mets trying to bounce, pass it to Bolden. Oh, wow.
That's
Wilson.
offense, yeah. That's offense all the way.
Wilson put that shoulder down. That'll get that call. Yep.
That just.
So a minute 3 to go, 80-69, and credit Troy. I mean, down 5. They looked dumbfounded on one of those possessions. There's a steal. And LaCour with a desperation 3. How about that shot from Tyreek LaCour?
Hey, that's some of the ones. He'll miss some wide open ones, and then he'll hit one like that.
About 18 points now for LaCour. This is just how they drew it up. It's a desperation. That was an in rhythm. That was a good shot.
Yeah, Dowd was a little late getting out there, and he ran past him, and he did a good job of faking him, getting him up in the air, and then staying under control and taking the shot that he wanted.
Yeah,
you just got to keep on. You know, that's what they've got to do now. Just keep on plugging away. Of course, it's 8. You know, they had it cut down, and then they had a couple of times they didn't score, and then they gave up that easy bucket last time to Troy. They slipped that screen and just got loose, and nobody went with him. And that's the thing they do. They keep all 5 guys constantly moving, and if anybody, you say, goes to sleep or loses their man, they got to lay up all of a sudden.
LaCour was so big in that win last Thursday at Southern Miss. He had 20. Put up the stat column. A quick foul that time, and they'll send Miles Rigsby to the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, you go for the steal, and if you don't get it, you foul them, because if you don't, they're just going to run the clock down. Of course, that's the 4th one on Wilson, too. See, so there's 4 on Wilson. There's 3 on Gallion. There's 4 on LaCour. Bolden has 3.
Rigsby makes the first free throw. He's now 10 for 11 at the charity stripe. Averages 11, the freshman.
Well, just think these guys is going to be around a while.
Theoretically.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, but with today's atmosphere, they may not be at Troy, but they're going to be around. You don't know where they're going to be, but they're going to be around.
As the court ruling told us this week, you better pay up.
Yep.
Bolden.
Yeah, so they got to get it in, but everybody's out guarding the 3-point line.
How about LaCour? That'll put him at 20 points.
Yeah, it looks like the more difficult a shot, the better chance he has of making it.
He's an acrobat, man. LaCour, another 20-point game. 6th time this year he's been over 20. 9th time in his career with ULM the last 2 years.
You know, that's a difficult shot when you're playing horse, much less when you got a defense on you.
Here's what's coming up for Troy. They'll be down at the Cajun Dome on Wednesday, and then finish up the regular season in San Marcos against Texas State. So their road trip continues next week. Of course, ULM knocked off the Cajuns on Thursday, held the Cajuns to 18% from 3, 4 for 22, turned them over 15 times. And knocked down 20 of 30 free throws Thursday night.
Yeah, what about this comeback here today?
Yep.
that ULM's put on?
Mets, they get the steal, and oh my goodness, they call a foul on Jacob Wilson.
It looked like he had the ball. He was up high. Look how he got the ball. That's a tough one to be your 5th one.
Dowd came down with it. That looked pretty clean.
He just went up. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, especially when it's your 5th one.
Nice game for Wilson, though. Only 8 points, but he impacted the game in a lot of ways.
But you know, I was going to say, ULM showed a lot of heart.
Oh, man.
just battling back here today. And it's kind of like their season. You know, they got a rough start to the season and then just kind of battled back, won 7 of the last 10, and then today got down, 16-17, and then just battled back and right in this thing.
Think about this run they're on, Coach. I mean, you got wins at Old Dominion, home against South Alabama and Arkansas State, Eastern Mission. You win at Southern Miss, give them their first conference home loss. Valdez a rebound. He is fouled with 21 seconds.
Yeah, that's LaCour's 5th foul.
Here's what's up for ULM. They'll finish on the road. Interesting 2 games next week, Tuesday and Friday at Texas State. Probably come back here and then head to Mobile. Rematch with the Jags as LaCour commits his 5th foul.
Yeah, Texas State, they're always tough for ULM to play. ULM beat South Alabama here.
They did.
This year.
Dominated them.
And which was a big win.
Valdez short.
And that looked like that was going to twist around and come back in.
LaCour fouls out. 20 points for Tyreek LaCour. 3 of 6 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals. Another stat filler-upper day for Mr. Tyreek LaCour. And Muhammad commits a foul, which Coach Cross is not thrilled with. With 17 seconds. That's the last thing you want, is the clock stops.
Well, he got a hand on the ball, but then he, like Nick tripped. You see, he hit the ball, and it looked like he got his knee too, but he got a hand on the ball.
Let's see what he was not happy about there. Yeah. That's misses the first free throw. Another big game for him. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists.
It's unfortunate. It's not going to be a win, but it was a big game for his last home game, and LaCour, their last home game here at ULM.
He is 8 as Rigsby's fouled by Gallion. I mean, it was a week ago. Troy had realized it was on their home floor. They won by 28 points. And
when ULM got down here early, they could have just had a, kind of a relapse back to that last game a week ago. But
and you thought a couple times it might do it, but they didn't.
Well, Rigsby finally missed one. He's been drilling it.
We're up to 47 fouls in the game. And a lot of free throws. I need a calculator for that one. Over 50 free throws, though. Watson drains the deep 3. It's a 6-point game, and that probably is going to be it, as Troy hangs on for an 84-78 victory.